Everywhere you turn, someone is telling you that you need an AI strategy. But what happens when you invest in the wrong thing? For many dental lab owners, one bad AI decision could mean wasted resources, frustrated teams, and falling behind competitors. And yet, doing nothing feels just as dangerous. So the question is, how do you lead in this storm? As leaders in dental labs, we're under pressure from every side. Competitors adopting new tools, clients asking about faster turnaround times, investors demanding growth. And in the middle of all of this is you. But leadership today isn't about knowing every technical detail. It's about thinking strategically. It's about making decisions when the path forward isn't so clear. So in this video, I want to share 7 mental models that have helped leaders like you cut through the noise, avoid landmines, and make AI actually work in your lab. The RICE model. Picture this. Your team brings you 10 automation ideas. One promises to fix case intake, another wants to add AI to scheduling, and a third, some flashy marketing tools. Which one do you back? This is where RICE changes everything. Reach, impact, confidence, and effort. It forces you to slow down and put numbers behind the hype and ask, which of these ideas truly moves the needle for your lab? It's how you stop being swayed by enthusiasm and start investing like a strategist. The Eisenhower Matrix. I know a lot of lab owners who drown in demos and webinars, and every week it's look at this new tool, and it feels urgent because everybody else is talking about it. But urgency isn't importance. The Eisenhower Matrix helps you see that clearly. It's this simple 2x2 grid for organizing tasks based on urgency and importance, protects your most valuable resources, your focus. Building an AI intake process that standardizes how cases come across all your scanner portals, that's important. Watching yet another webinar on AI for social media? Probably not so much. So when you protect your focus, you're protecting your future. The 5 whys. If your new AI workflow fails, don't just blame the tech. Ask why 5 times. Why did it fail? Adoption was low. Why wasn't it intuitive? Why? Your data wasn't clean. Why? Because intake was still manual. Why? Because nobody owned the process. You'll usually find the problem is human, not technical, and fixing intake often fixes everything downstream. The pre-mortem. Before signing that 6-figure AI contract, run a pre-mortem. It's a year from now, and this project has failed. Why? Because your team will surface the real risks: data integration, adoption, and training gaps. When applied to automation projects, this exercise exposes what might go wrong early, so you can design a rollout plan that actually sticks. Second order thinking. The first order effect of AI is efficiency. The second order effect is transformation. Let's say you automate something like case intake. Suddenly your admin team saves hours every week. But the bigger question is, what do they do with that time? Do they become more responsive to clients and create a higher level of service? Do they focus on relationship building and deepen relationships with your docs? Do they help you scale your lab's reputation? That shift compounds and becomes your competitive advantage. The MECE Principle. When you present your AI plan, your board and your team want clarity. That's where MECE comes in. Mutually exclusive, collectively exhaustive. For labs, that means breaking your roadmap into clear and complete buckets. Intake, design, production, client communication. Tools like EviSmart Downloader fit neatly into that first category, solving intake completely, so nothing overlaps. Nothing gets missed. Everyone sees the full picture, and that clarity builds trust from your technicians all the way to your board. The OODA Loop. The AI landscape changes fast. You don't need to predict the future, you just need to adapt faster than everyone else. So how do you keep up? Observe, orient, decide, and act. A new AI model drops, observe. What can it actually do? Orient. What does it mean for our workflows in the lab at the ground floor level? Decide. Do we test it or not? Act. Move quickly. The faster you run that loop, the harder it is for competitors to catch you. That's how leaders stay decisive, even when tech evolves every quarter. Here's the truth. The labs that win aren't the ones chasing every shiny AI product. They're the ones who can slow down, think critically, and build systems for smart decisions. They choose automations that remove real bottlenecks, and they measure impact. They protect focus, and they create space for their teams to grow into higher value work. That's what a strategic AI adoption process looks like. Not hype, not hope, but clarity, intention, and ROI. So, if you're ready to start, begin with the step that most labs overlook: case intake. That's where your hidden capacity lives. Learn how labs are unlocking it at EviSmart.com. And if this resonated with you, subscribe so you don't miss the next video: how to think like a CEO in the age of AI. Because at the end of the day, AI won't replace leaders, but it will expose the ones who can't decide.